Hi everybody, and welcome to the Learn Now BC Blackboard Collaborate workshop called Essentials. My name is Sherry Goddard, and I'm going to be your hostess for the next 2 hours as I take you through all the essential tools that are available in this platform. So first of all, I did promise you some information on what I have up here on the board, and actually I'm going to be sharing a lot of best practice tips with you throughout the workshop. What I have on the board here is a few of my favorite best practice tips. I'll formally introduce myself in just a minute and give you a little bit of my background, but I will tell you that in my previous experience, I have found out that when I use the audio setup wizard, in other words, if I insist that my audience comes in and uses the audio setup wizard before the session even begins, I find that it will save me a ton of time because I'm not spending my time troubleshooting their audio issue, and if you can hear, then you're not bored while I'm working with somebody else, okay? So the audio setup wizard is one of my most favorite tips, and it's something that you should do and encourage your students to do every time they come to class. So I work for Blackboard Collaborate, and I must visit the wizard probably, I don't know, at least 4 or 5 times a day. So we're very intimate. Now that might sound like it is overkill, but when you think about what you do on your computer during the day, you're turning your volume up, you're turning it down, sometimes you're muting your computer altogether. Think about that. Your students are doing the same thing. So if they've muted their computer, then they're not functioning correctly in this platform. So the audio setup wizard will help them troubleshoot their own issue. I also encouraged you to create a user profile. You only have to do this one time, and it will be available for all future sessions, providing that you've created the profile on the same computer that you're on now. In other words, the profile will be automatically saved on your computer that you created it on today. And if you're on that same computer entering other sessions, then your profile will be available. Now, I will tell you that the default setting for the profile is that only moderators can view profiles, but today I have gone in and changed that setting so that everyone can view each other's profiles. So to view a profile, just click on my name and just hover your mouse still for just a few seconds, and you'll see a little pop-up that looks just like this, complete with all the information that I wish to share with you. Once you get that first pop-up, now be patient, it might take a couple of seconds. Once you get that first pop-up, that you can just run your mouse down the list of folks and see everybody's information that they wish to share. Now if you didn't have a chance to create your profile today, that's okay. You can create it anytime, and as I said, it will be available for all future sessions, not just mine, but all future Learn Now BC or Collaborate sessions. Now, the cool thing about this profile is that it is integrated with our audio feature and our video feature. So right now you see me on the live video feed, and that's because I have my video camera on. The minute I turn off my video camera, you get my profile picture. So take a look at the picture that's next to your name if you have not created your profile yet. That globby character next to your name is what's going to be showing up for you when you actually come on the audio. So that will probably encourage you to go ahead and create a profile complete with a picture just to avoid that blobby character next to your name, okay? All right, I encouraged you to send a chat, and this is going to be true if you have any questions. So if you have not experienced the chat area yet, go ahead and go to the chat window, type in a message, and hit enter. This is how you're going to ask questions today. In fact, I'm going to give you more information on that. So these are a couple of pointers that I typically like to have on my opening page just to get people up and running and get them prepared for the session. Now let me go ahead and read this welcome message to you. This is from Miss Lynn, she asked me to welcome you on her behalf. So she said, on behalf of the LearnNowBC team, I would like to welcome you to the second phase of Collaborate V12 training. We hope you enjoy the training, and if you require any future support, please contact us at support@learnnowbc.ca or at this number. So if you're new to this environment, please take a moment to jot down the support phone number and the support URL, because this is going to come in handy to you if you ever have any kind of issues arise. I actually included in this workshop a glimpse for you on some things that you're going to be learning about. And what you're going to be learning in these workshops is a lot about the whiteboard. And I'm going to be talking to you a lot about engaging your students within this platform, different ways that you can engage them. So I've just given you a glimpse of an interactive whiteboard, and I'm not going to use this one. I'm not going to ask you to use this one yet, but I did want to show you that something like this is fun to use, especially when you have a lot of folks that are coming in internationally, because it will give everybody a visual that even though we are stretched all over the world, we can still have a very intimate classroom setting using Blackboard Collaborate. Okay, so what I've actually done for you is I've given you a Canadian map. So what you're going to do is locate your whiteboard toolbar. Now don't try to click on this picture, because you'll be clicking exactly what I just said on a picture. So you're going to need to find your own whiteboard toolbar. And once you find it, go ahead and click on the selection tool, which is at the very top of the toolbar. Go ahead and click on one of these push pins and move it to where you are located. And just to kind of narrow things down, I think everybody is located in BC, so before everybody gets super busy, look what I did. I went ahead and made a British Columbia map so that you can really drill down and show us where you are located. So this is a fun activity for you to do with your virtual audience as well, because as I said, even though we're spread all over the place, we can still have a very intimate classroom setting right within this platform. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the objectives that we're going to be talking about today. So upon completion of this workshop, you guys are going to be able to do all of these things. Whew, you're probably already tired, but really what I'm going to do is give you a good overview of the interface, and I'm going to teach you how you can actually customize it. Then we're going to move on to how to communicate in this environment. Then we're going to learn all about managing participants. So today you came in with the ability to use the talk button. You can use the video button. You can also chat in the chat box, and you can also use your full set of whiteboards tools. But check it out. I can actually take away all of those tools from you. So now your talk button is grayed out. Your video button is grayed out. You can only send messages to the moderator, and you no longer have your set of whiteboard tools. So all you can do is just kind of sit there and pay attention to me. Well, I used to be a classroom teacher, and I've said many times I would have paid millions of dollars to have that kind of power to have everybody's attention by removing their permissions, but you know what, that's not very fun, so I'm going to go ahead and give you back your tools. Just wanted to show you that I could lock you down and just have you sit there and pay attention to me, but that's no fun. So we're going to learn how to manage people. We're going to also learn how to interpret activity and status indicators. We have these things called polling tools. I'm going to get you busy with those pretty quick. And we're going to manage, not mange, session content. I need to fix that. By teaching you how to load PowerPoints and how to manage the whiteboards and the whiteboard tools. Then finally, we're going to talk about recording a session. And just so you know, I am recording the session today. So if you do need to go take a break or something, feel free to do that, and you can just catch what you missed on the recording. Okay?